It was like 4 days ago when I actually lost all of the money in my trading account. Like literally, it went down from like 85% of my account. I lost it all. However, within the next 5 minutes, I actually recovered and made $23,000 in profits. How did I do it? By using my 5-minute strategy with the 50 RSI. But in this video, I'm gonna share exactly how that happened. Hey everyone, Christian here on YouTube. Welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today, I'm actually going to share with you how I lost money and then how I recovered the money with the 5-minute strategy and made $23,000. But hey, if you're new to my channel and you're into binary options, forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, then this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate that notifications bell icon so that you get a notification of every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's begin. I want to start with this warning. Just because this is what I'm doing, I'm not saying this is what you're supposed to do, okay? What I'm saying is, look, just because I made $23,000, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to make $23,000 by doing the exact same thing over and over. So this is just something that happened to me, and I'm just sharing my experience. This is not financial or legal advice. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and begin. Now let's go ahead and start with why did I lose this money? And this actually happened during a live streaming that I actually had with the people inside of the BLW Binary Master app. So basically what happened was that I overtraded and I became so excited that I ended up losing all of my money in one bad setup. So what happened was that I finished my session and I basically challenged myself to recover that money. And that's exactly what I did. And I ended up making even more money with this specific setup. Now, obviously I risked a lot of money there and I was probably being emotional, but more importantly, I was being challenging. And so that's the reason why I ended up losing the money, because I entered too many times on the same setup, which is overtrading. Okay, so super important and very important tip that I want to give you, or advice that I want to give you in this video: don't overtrade. Okay, have a trading plan and stop trading when you reach your daily loss like target or something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason why I lost it. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the actual live trades that we placed during the day. So you're gonna see how I lost the money and how I recovered the money. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. All right, now that you actually saw the live positions, it's actually time for me to explain you the setup of the strategy, okay? So in order to do that, I'm gonna take a little part of a clip where I fully explained this specific strategy with a lot of details. So it's gonna make the video slightly longer, but trust me, you do need to see this explanation. If you don't watch the entire explanation, don't blame me because you're losing money, okay? So let's go ahead and learn how to use this strategy. All right, so this specific strategy is basically based on retractions. So what I mean with retractions is, let me look it up. This is exactly how the strategy does work. And let me just go ahead. I'm gonna try to move my screen to make it easier for you to fully understand what I'm seeing. All right. So I'm using a Google image just to share with you like how this strategy looks like. And as you can see, we have a trend line going up, and basically the resistance level retracts and then it becomes a support level. This one actually looks better. As you can see, and this resistance level brings the price back, but when that one is broken, it becomes a new support level. Then there's a new resistance and so on and so on. That's basically what it is. And in the opposite direction, it looks like this. It breaks a support level, it becomes a resistance, there's a new support. Once it actually gets broken, it becomes a new resistance and so on. This is a simple support and resistance strategy. Okay, what I mean with support and resistance is you're gonna have two levels where you're gonna be trading at, and you get to decide whenever it touches a resistance level, you enter a retraction, which means a put position, or whenever there is a support level, you're gonna enter a call position, right? But having understanding the support and resistance level is not enough. What you need to be focused on is on the trending. And what I mean is that whenever you see a downtrend, we're not gonna be entering call positions. We're just gonna enter put positions. And whenever is an uptrend, we're gonna be entering call positions, which means once it reaches the support level, we're gonna enter call positions, okay? So we're gonna be trading with the trend, okay? Like, hopefully that's actually clear. Now that that's out of the way it actually works is with three different indicators, and these are the indicators that are needed. Number one, we need the 50 SMA. I'm gonna delete all of my indicators so that you can actually see from scratch, right? So first thing that you gotta do, turn the candlesticks level to 5, okay? M5, which is for 5-minute candlesticks. Then what you need to do is add three different indicators, right? The first one is the moving average. You click on it and it's actually going to appear right here. This little pencil right here that you see, you need to click on it, and it's actually, let me make my screen slightly bigger so you understand. All right, so you're gonna click on the little pencil right here, and it's actually going to take you right there. You see, it's actually gonna pop up this box. You need to actually select 50 as your level, and SMA is fine. The style, you can choose whatever style you want to. If you wanna have the exact same style that I have, I go with white and I go with 2 pixels on thickness, right? Make it a little bit thicker. So hit okay or save. Then you're gonna add another indicator called RSI. It's literally right here. You click on it. This indicator is actually gonna be added right here, as you can see. Now, if you click on the pen, you're gonna be showing, first of all, the period has to be 14. Then the styles, you're gonna have 3 levels. The main line, which is the moving average, pretty much, the period. The 70 level, which is the highest level. The 50 level, which is the middle level. And the 30 level, which is the lowest level. You can leave it as it is. And then you're gonna add a third indicator, which is stochastic oscillator. This one right here. You click on it, and again, on the pen, you're gonna select the period. K is 14, the D period is 3, and the smoothing period is 3. You're gonna leave it at SMA, and on the styles, all you need to care about is the 80 and 20 level. They have to be either like marked and 80 and 20. Hit on save, and that's it. Now, what these indicators are going to do, number one, the 50 SMA, what's going to do is that it's going to determine the trend. What I mean with the trend is that this indicator is the one that is actually going to tell you where the actual trade is actually going. So if the moving average is below the candlesticks and is going up like it's happening right there, then that's basically an uptrend, okay? And when the opposite is happening and you see that the trend or the moving average is actually going down and is above the candlesticks, like it's literally happening right here, that's considered a downtrend. So whenever you have an uptrend, you're gonna enter call positions. And whenever you are looking at a downtrend, you're gonna enter put positions, okay? As simple as that. So literally right here, we have an example of something that happened today with an uptrend. So I'm going to be using this as an example. Now, there are 3 different criteria that need to be met before we enter a position. Number 1, the trend has to be the same in 5 minutes than in 15 minutes. So if it's an uptrend in 5 minutes, it has to be an uptrend in 15 minutes. If in 5 minutes is up, and 50 minutes is down, we don't enter the trade. It didn't meet 2 of the criteria. The number 1, 50 minutes, is it an uptrend? Yes, it's an uptrend, right? 5 minutes, if it's an uptrend, yes, it is an uptrend. 2 criteria are being met. One of them is not met, you don't enter a trade. And the 3 criteria is the position of the stochastic oscillator. Look, stochastic oscillator is these lines right here. The orange line is the baseline and the blue line is the signal line. The blue line is always crossing the orange line, up and down, up and down. And you see crossovers going down like this one right here, and there's a red candle, right? And up, crossing going up, it goes with a green candle. Pretty simple, right? We need to have the stochastic in a position where it could cross on the direction that we're going, which means if it's going to be an uptrend, the blue line has to be below the orange line in order for us to enter the trade. Why is that? Because if it's above, there's a possibility that the price will drop. So it's going to go against us, right? So it needs to be below the orange line. If it's a call, if it's a put position, it needs to be above the orange line, okay? Make sure that you rewind these parts because they are key on this strategy. Again, 3 criteria. 1, the 5-minute trend is the same as the 50-minute trend. Number 1. 2, the stochastic is in the right position, which means the right, if it's a call, below the blue line, below the orange line. If it's a put, the orange line has to be below the blue line, right? Third criteria. 1 minute candlesticks. 1 minute candlesticks have to be either overbought or oversold. What do I mean by it? Overbought is when the RSI and the stochastic reach the 70 level on the RSI and the 80 level is crossed on stochastic. It's pretty much what's happening here or what's happened here, right? You see it reach or sometimes even overpassed the 70 level and the 80 level, the stochastic was above the 80 level. That's overbought. What's oversold is when the RSI reaches the 30 level and the stochastic crosses the 20 level. 3 criteria. I'm not talking about the entry yet. This is literally an overbought condition, like it's happening right here. You see, it's reaching the 70 level and the stochastic is above. 3 criteria. Rewind the video if that wasn't clear. Now it's actually time for us to know how to choose our entry points. Now, the entry points are based on the RSI and the stochastic. First of all, criteria are met, right? 5 minutes is the same trend as the 15 and the stochastic is in a good position. We're gonna use the 1 minute candlesticks to choose the entries, but 5 minutes and 50 minutes is the same position and the stochastic is on a right position to actually enter. Let's look for an opportunity. Right here, for instance, right here. This is a moment where the RSI actually touched, right? It's, let me just go ahead and get one. No, just, you know what? I'm just gonna get a rectangle. So it was pretty much right here, right? During this candle, This was the candle. Do we enter that trade? No, right? What is the criteria? First of all, an uptrend in 5 and 15, we're good. But in order for us to choose the entry is when the 50 RSI is touched. This middle level that you see right here is touched many times, right? So it was touched right here. It was touched right here. It was touched right here. It was crossed right here. And it's almost touched right here. These are the entry points, okay? When the 50 RSI is reached. Now, do we enter? Do we enter if the stochastic line, like it is right there, is crossing down? No, right? Why is that? Because it's going on the opposite direction. So we don't enter that trade. But we have another example right here. These are the trades that I actually placed today, if I'm not mistaken. This right here, these two candles right here. These are the ones that I placed today. What is it that I did? First of all, the 50 RSI was reached, right? The stochastic is in a crossing opposition, good, on both of the candlesticks. Once you actually identify that, in order to choose the entry, like the little entry point is going to 1 minute candlesticks. And what do you do in the 1 minute candlesticks? You wait for the oversold condition, which is this one right here. As you can see, right here is where you could have entered, right? Right here. And this is actually where I entered on the candlestick. So I ended up winning my trades. This is what? TND USD. There you go. You see? You see that? These are the trades that I was able to take live with the people inside of the master app. Why is it that I won these trades? I follow the criterias, right? Quite simple. So this is a great example of an uptrend. Okay. Now, if we actually take a look at the downtrend section, which was right here, let's take a look. The stochastic, the RSI is on a, the 5 minute charts is a downtrend, and also the 50-minute charts, right? So it reached the 50 level here on these two candles, and this stochastic is in a good position, right? So what do? We go into 1 minute candlesticks and see what were those entries. They gotta be somewhere here. See, since I'm 1 minute candlesticks, there you go. Take a look. This is the moment to enter, or this one right here for this drop. Pretty simple, right? So that's how you choose your entries. Now, the expiration time. This is a very controversial topic, so let's just get it out of the way. The expiration time has to be, in my opinion, the next 5 minute candlesticks expiration, which means every candlestick of 5 minutes starts at either 00 or 5, which means 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8:10, 8:15, 8:20, 8:25. That's when the 5 minute candlestick starts, and it expires on the next 5 minute time clock, which is 8:05, 8:10, 8:15, and so on. In order to choose that expiration on pocket option, you need to click on this little thing right here. It changes everything, you see? So this goes to my local time. So for instance, if I'm gonna enter right now, it's 10:11 a.m. My next expiration time is 10:15. That should be my expiration time. If I'm gonna be entered for the next candle because it's, I don't know, 10:16 or something, then we're gonna, the expiration is 10:20. And then the next one is 10:25. And then the next one is 10:30. That's how the expiration works. Now, I know a lot of people who are using 2 and 3 minute expiration times, like literally right here. They click in here and then choose 3 minutes. That's fine. That's up to you. But in my opinion, I'll just go with the 5 minute expiration time. Why? That way you're not like, I make money and my neighbor loses money, or my neighbor is making money and I'm losing money. No, we all have the same expiration time, and we should have very similar entry points. Okay. So that's how you choose the expiration time. And additional to this, I have multiple entries all the time. And the reason why is because whenever I actually have these trades, I have lots of entry opportunities. For instance, I could have one here, then another one here, then another one here, and another one here. Have 4 entries. And guess what? For this trade, I won them all. But sometimes I have like 5 entries and I win 3 out of the 5 or 4 out of the 5 and make money out of it. Obviously, I'm not risking 10% of my balance on every single trade. I'm risking around 1% per trade at the most on every single trade. You realize I'm trading with $100 out of a $17,000 account. So that's less than 1% of my balance. Okay. So super important that you understand that. If you're going to be trading with multiple entries, go with 1 or less percent of your balance on every single trade. Awesome. Now that you learned the strategy, it's actually time for me to give you a warm invitation. First of all, follow me on Instagram. We have the Instagram username at the corner. That's number 1. The link is in the description. And number 2, go ahead and join me on the BLW Binary Master app. Look, in case you didn't know, I have a private trading room where we actually trade together every single day and we actually make money. So what I do is that once you actually join the blwbinarymaster.com website, you will be added to a private Telegram group where Pablo, Marcel, and me live stream every single day. What I mean with live stream is that literally I actually share my screen and trade along with you. This is, for example, the session that I was able to have today. I was able to make, I think it was 6 wins and 0 losses or something like that. I don't fully remember. But if you actually take a look at the actual streaming, I share my screen and trade live with you. So if by any chance you actually want to be part of it, I'm going to have the link to it in the description of this video, blwbinarymaster.com. So go ahead and check it out right now. The invitation is right there. In this video, I actually shared with you that I lost the money. So how to avoid losing your money. I'm going to give you 3 tips for you to avoid losing your money. Number 1 is don't trade more than 1% per entry. Okay. So if you have $100, you're going to enter $1 trades. If you have $1,000, you're going to enter $10 trades. That's if you are going to place multiple entries, right? Number 2 tip, like set up how much you're willing to lose during the day. Let's say if you have $100 and you're like, okay, I'm not going to go lower than $10 loss. If you reach the $10, stop trading. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's in the first or second trade, stop trading. And number 3 tip is also have a target for profits of the day, a minimum and let's say maximum. We can say $10 for a $100 account. So if I make from 10 to 20, I'm going to stop. So let's say that you make $12, stop. With those 3 tips, trust me, you're going to avoid blowing your account in one day. Okay. So I just wanted to give you those tips because I didn't actually follow those tips during this session, but I was lucky to recover. But in case you're very new and you're like wondering money management tips and stuff like that, this is my biggest tip. So hopefully you can apply it. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, go ahead and smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. But more importantly, if you have any questions or comments to share, you can always use the comment section below and my team will be happy to reply to you. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you on the next one.